I don't care if the story's from yesterday. It doesn't matter to me, but have a story. What I love about my job is I love handing over the keys to the first-time home buyer. And it's the smallest little one-bedroom condo you've ever seen. And the joy and just exhilaration in handing over the keys still gets me chills. I love that. Now, if you hate first-time home buyers, that's not your story. Okay? I had a hard time with investors. Personally, I'm not a big numbers person. And I know a ton of realtors that love the investor piece. I love running the numbers, figuring out the financial piece, figuring out long-term wealth. I love that. That is the most fun part of what I do. I know a lot of loan officers. I know we have loan officers here in the room that say, I love looking at somebody's long-term financial goals and helping them put a home purchase into that plan. That is so much fun for me. Enthusiasm sells. If you're excited about what you do, even if you have to fake it for the day, we all have days we have to fake it, reminding yourself of why you love what we do is important, okay? Fair enough?
Yep.
So that's kind of our foundation. So this is what I'm going to talk to you about. And I move around, so sorry about that. So we're going to talk about these different groups. My goal today, I know you have a little place you can put notes, is that you write down 2 or 3 forms of lead generation that you hadn't thought of before, or hadn't thought about as lead generation. And we're going to categorize them into these categories, okay? First one, salespeople. What I love about salespeople is they get our business. I don't have to talk to them about lead generation because they get it. Salespeople understand referrals, right? I always laugh that realtors are the biggest targets there are for little kids knocking on the door. Right? We get it. We get it. I even talked to somebody when I was shopping for luggage last weekend, and I'm like, do you work on commission? Because I get it. Right? Then you take care of me, I'll take care of you. I get it. Right? A lot of these people work on commission. Now, some of these are going to pop off the page, and you're going to think I'm crazy. That's okay. That's not wrong. Furniture sales, car dealers. Car dealers are one of my favorites. And that's because after people move, what does their car look like? Right? Now, some of the car dealerships have stopped doing car washes, right? And some of them still are. But what is the person doing while their car is getting washed? Or if you want to offer a free oil change and tune-up, because their car, they've been driving the car all over, they're packing stuff in it, and you want to give them a gift certificate at a car dealership. What are they doing while their car is getting serviced?
Looking at cars?
They're looking at cars, right? So, and we want them to buy the car after they close escrow, right? So that's just a reminder of that. Go look at a car after you close escrow, right? But car people are great salespeople. If you want to learn how to do a great open house, go to a car lot on a Saturday afternoon. They are trained in small talk. They're trained in how to ask very specific questions to gain trust and get information. If you don't know how to do that, make friends with car dealers. Only the cool people, and only cars you like. But if you're a car person, wouldn't it be like, hey, this is part of my job, I have to go to a car dealership once a week. Oh darn. Or you pick a couple of them. But be genuine, right? If you really like, hey, I'm a Cadillac girl, I love a Cadillac. I'm going to go to a Cadillac dealership, twice a month, and I'm going to make best friends with the sales manager, and we're buddies, and they know if they hear somebody coming in and talking about moving or investing, that I'm the first call they make. All right? The other one here is nursing homes. Oh, there's my nurse. Sweet. All right, nursing homes. Those people are not salespeople. Oh, yes, they are. Has anybody had to move great grandma into a nursing facility, assisted living? Okay. We sold my grandmother's house after we moved her into the assisted living facility, not before. Right? If I'm walking in, I know I've got to take care of mom or grandma, and I'm talking to the director of the assisted living facility, and I'm saying, oh my gosh, my mom's lived in this house for 57 years. There's 57 years of crap. I think my second grade report card is still in the garage. I can't imagine having to go through all of this, sell the house, but the only way we're going to afford the care is to sell mom's house. What if that directors of assisted living facilities are, I think, some of the nicest people on the planet, and very trusting people and very warm people, okay? And they hand over your business card and say, don't you worry, Nancy's gonna have to take care of everything. She loves to help people transition families And she loves it. She's got a estate sale guy. I'm going to put in a plug for Jason Douglas, who's out here in Brentwood. I went to high school with him. I preferred him for estate planning forever. And it's, she can take care of the whole process for you. You focus on transitioning mom. How awesome would that be? Now, if you don't like old people, it's not for you, okay? You guys are laughing at my jokes. I love it. All right, credit card companies and taxis. Every great professional salesperson I know, I think, started their career in enterprise. I swear. Enterprise knows how to go find talented natural salespeople and train them. Right? Go meet them. Go talk to them. They're bored. And what do people do when they're looking for jobs? What do they need? A rental car. Maybe they need to go to the hotel and talk to the concierge. It's like, hey, this is part of my job. I gotta go check out the cool hotels in the area. Right? I saw wedding planning stuff here. Hello. Okay. Next, go on to personal interests. Okay. I always like this one. If you like to run, join a running club. If you hate running, don't join a running club. So I have anybody know Long Wynn, who's a realtor in Walnut Creek? You guys know Long? Okay. Long's a friend of mine. And Long told me the story about 2-3 years ago, that he is a cyclist. He loves cycling. That's his hobby, that's his habit, that's his, get away from work, and it's part of a bike club. And he said, well, the only lead generation I ever used to do with my cycling group is just when I sent emails to the group, I made sure that my email signature was there, so people at least knew. And so he would kind of do blind squirrel finds nut lead generation with a cycling club, right? And he would, somebody would actually ride their bikes up next to him and say, you know what, hey, I just got an inheritance and I think I need to invest in real estate. Can we talk about that? And he was like, oh, yeah, sure, right? So again, blind squirrels finds nut lead generation strategy. They do work sometimes. We've all gotten the nut from as a blind squirrel. He said he would just go on the cycle and then go home. He never did the let's go sit outside at Pete's Coffee and he said, so one time he did. And during the conversation, we heard about a promotion, a wedding, transitioning a family member into assisted living, and empty nesters. And all of a sudden he went, oh. Now, depending on the group, depending on the situation, you can start talking real estate right there, but if nothing else, you're taking a note, sending yourself an email that says, don't forget to call Joe. We talked about, he's got his 3,000 square foot house. They want to downsize and travel more. So-and-so's daughter's getting married. They may need to buy a house. Right? So he said, I started wearing my real estate hat and sometimes it was just chatting, and sometimes there were opportunities. But having that hat on while you're in that mode, right? So if you like to do any of these things, go to the blessing. Bunko at poker parties. I know a realtor in Southern California, the LA area, that's her entire lead generation strategy is bunko. We call it drunko. Lots of wine is consumed. And that's her entire strategy. I know some people that do poker parties twice a month. Right? Have fun. This is my job. Seriously, I have parties at I go and play bunko or go play poker. How fun is that? Right? And all you have to do with the first glass of wine or the first cocktail is tell the story. I love to. What I love about my job is, and even if you have to tell the same story to 10 different groups of people, so be it. But what do you love? What I love about being a real estate agent, what I love about being a loan officer, what I love about our industry is fill in the blank. People don't talk about buying and selling real estate. They use the word moving. Nobody sits around the kitchen table and says, are we thinking about buying or selling real estate this year? But that's what we do when we call people. Do you know anybody think about buying or selling real estate? No, because nobody on the planet uses that language except for real estate agents. But people sit around the kitchen table and say, we're thinking about moving. Or we're thinking about investing in real estate. Those conversations happen around the kitchen table all the time. So when you're at bunko, at the poker parties, right? I am, nobody made any comment on that one. Okay. They can be great referral sources, I'm just saying. Some of these things, people tell their personal trainers their life story. Why is that? I have no idea. But I know some real estate agents, they spend 2 hours a day at the gym just talking to people. They get all sorts of business doing that. Make friends with the manager of the gym. Make friends, like, hey, I go work out at 6 o'clock in the morning and my goal is to have 10 conversations with 10 different people before I go home. Okay. Cool. If you like the gym. I hate the gym. I go to the gym, I do that, I do that. I can't get out there fast enough. But I know people that love the gym, and it's like, that's their thing. They're making friends with everybody. Awesome. Apartment pool parties. Come on, it's a joke. It's kind of funny. I know a realtor in Texas that does this. Takes his kids to the apartment pool areas and talks to all the people that are renting. That's hilarious. If you would like to increase your average home sales price, join the country club. Get active. Go meet people. Because this is a contact sport. You gotta contact people, all right? So pick something you love. If you're having fun, enthusiasm is contagious. Again, if you hate to run, don't join a running group, okay? Anything pop off the page, I'm throwing out candy. Anything pop off the page.
Past spouses.
Past spouses, past stuff, that's a good one, okay.
That's a good one.
All right, you like Bunko? Anybody else?
Drunko. Yeah, Drunko.
A little bit of Drunko. Lock one in the back table. There you go, all right.
Oh!
She warned you.
Yeah? She warned you.
Okay. Okay, we got a funny story for the past spouse story. Go ahead.
So I just moved here from Nashville about 3 months ago. And when I posted on Facebook, hey, I'm moving to California, my ex-boyfriend, I was going to list his house at the time. And he found out that I moved to California. He goes, you're still going to sell my house for me, right?
Nice.
So my spouse is really, really
It does work. It does work. The past spouses. I didn't hear somebody talk about horses. Like, you know, if you like horses, you like cars, these all things are important. And just be purposeful when you go. All right, kids. All right, if you don't like children, take a little mental vacation. All right. I have 3 children. They're 17, 15, and 12. I hated field trips.
Oh.
I know, everybody says that. Really? You're a horrible human being. Yes, I know. And though I love my children more than I hate field trips, so I would go. All right? And if you really love kids, and there's a lot of people out there that really like children and really are involved with their PTA, really involved with their school, then awesome. I was vice president of PTA. I emceed every event on purpose. And because obviously I like the stage and the microphone, this is my happy place. So they're like, really? You're going to speak on the stage? I'm like, oh, heck yeah. The principal used to laugh. She was always afraid to hand me the microphone because she wasn't sure she'd get it back. By the way, principals and teachers, they know about changes in family lives long before the kids do. Right? If somebody has a job transfer, somebody's going through a divorce or a separation, right? People buy and sell real estate because of the time of their life, not time in the market. Yes?
Yes.
So what happens at a school that might change somebody's life that you might know? New families moving in, that maybe are renting, and maybe looking to buy. Families moving out, job transfers, divorces happen. Principals know about this stuff. A lot of parents go and tell the principals before they tell the kids, like, hey, heads up, we're going to tell the kids that we're separating this weekend. Want to give you a heads up, we need to talk to the school counselor, make sure the kids are okay. Yes?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This is real life stuff. And here's the thing about these sports and booster clubs. I'm the president of the high school booster club, again, because I like the microphone. And I like sports. It's easy for me. My kids are all athletes. So that's fun. And the fact that I'm tied to real estate, people ask me real estate questions because they know that I'm in real estate because of the emails that go out. And I'm very, very visible on social media. Here's the thing, guys. If you don't have kids in school, but the Boy Scouts changed your life, your experience in band has been one of those core life things that made you who you are today, and you walk up to the director of band and say, I'd like to help volunteer, they're gonna pass out. And then they're about to be your new best friend. Right? So be genuine. If these sorts of things are fun for you or had an impact on your life, or you were like super involved in the drama club when you were in high school and that was just so much fun for you and you'd love to pay it forward, do it. They're not just looking for money. Yeah, the money helps too, but if you are okay speaking in front of a group, if you're okay putting together the flyers or a newsletter, if you're okay sponsoring the band and putting on events and doing whatever they need, sometimes they just need photocopies, guys. They just need someone to pay for the photocopies. Like, hey, in exchange for that, can I put a little like promo on the bottom piece? I'm like, sure. They're just happy somebody else is taking care of it. Right? It's amazing what little things these sort of organizations need that everybody in this room can provide without necessarily having to love public speaking. But you could do some of that. What about mentoring? These are all opportunities to do that. And if you have kids in these age groups, it's even easier. I still have parents that come up to me talking about real estate. My kids are all out of elementary school. Right? And I haven't been actively selling real estate as a realtor for many years, but they still come and ask me about the market. Okay. Any questions? So I can throw candy? Okay. All right. Be visible. Don't be a secret agent. That's funny. Nobody ever made money being a secret agent. I like it. Wear your name badge. Okay, how many times a day, when you're wearing your name badge, how often do you get housed in the market?
All the time.
You get what?
I get recognized.
You get,
People know what I do.
Right.
You know, small talk.
right, people start a conversation. What do you guys say for house in the market?
Great. Awesome. Yeah, incredible.
Okay, may I make a suggestion? I'm going to make one anyway, I don't know why I asked for permission. The people that ask the questions are the people that drive the conversation, yes?
Yes.
Okay. If somebody says, how's the market? The best response I've ever heard is, it depends, are you buying or selling?
That's true.
Right? Now it's a conversation. Because does it depend?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. Depends. Where? Right? Does it depend? I have a girlfriend of mine that lives in Rockland now, looking to relocate to the Bay Area, and she's like, oh my goodness, are those two totally different markets right now? Right? So it depends. Are you buying or selling? It depends. Where? Are you thinking about investing? It depends. The greatest response to any real estate question is, it depends. This doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. And you can always like, oh, I'm just curious. Awesome. About where? Where are you curious? I said, I grew up in Walnut Creek. Walnut Creek has 3 different school districts. It depends on what side of the block you're on, depending on the average home sale price. Because the school districts make a huge difference on the value of the property, yes?
Oh, yeah.
So it depends. And if somebody wants information about, well, we're just curious about my neighborhood, my house, which is usually what it is, yes?
Mm-hmm.
That's a lead, that's conversation, that somebody can get a dialogue with. I will plug Prospect Mortgage, we have an automatic email system that helps with that, so you ask the loan ladies if you have any more questions on that. But here's the thing about being visible. Okay, back of the laptop. How many of you have most realtors buy their own laptops, and you open the laptop at Starbucks, and it's just the black side of the laptop. Don't do that. Put something on the back of your laptop that you love. Okay? So for me, I'm an A's fan. I have the A's logo on there. I'm kind of a geek, so I'd probably put something with the Big Bang Theory on it. And I speak enough Italian to make me dangerous. So put a little bit Italian sort of thing on it. Okay? If somebody walks by and sees it, especially Big Bang people, I don't know what it is about Big Bang people, but they just randomly strike up conversations with each other. Right? I have a Bazinga shirt. I wear my Bazinga shirt. Yes, she got it. So you can put bazinga on it, right? And you're like, oh, that's funny, right? So what happens is that people will come and talk to you, right? Remember, this is a contact sport. We need to be approachable and talk to people. Put some stickers on the back of your laptop. So when you're sitting at Starbucks, you've got your laptop open, you're wearing your name badge, be approachable, right? Be likable, be interesting. I will tell my favorite Starbucks story. I don't know, anybody here, you guys have heard my Starbucks story. I think some people here may have heard my Starbucks story. It's a true story in San Diego. It's a realtor that one day a week, and I think he rotates it by a couple different days. One day a week, he goes to Starbucks with $100. He walks up to the barista, who all know him by now. Everybody who works at Starbucks knows who he is. And he says, I'm going to pay for the next $100 worth of drinks. How cool is that? You pay it forward, right? And if anybody wants to know who bought their drink, I will be sitting right over here by the door. So what's really interesting, has anybody ever bought the food for the person behind them in the drive-thru? Or at old school, we used to do it for the toll, right? Mm-hmm. And people, wait, it's like so exciting, right? And they said it's what's interesting about that is that it's not the people that get their drink spot for them that talk to them. Well, they'll come by and say, oh, thank you so much. And they may grab it. He has some business cards and maybe a list of open houses in the neighborhood, right? Or recent home sales, something that's informational. So what's interesting is it's all the other people that are sitting around having their conversations that look up and see the mayhem happening, seeing all the excitement, all the energy, and they're like, wow, and it's like, oh, it's a guy, and everybody's paying attention to him. And those are the people that give him leads. Those are the people that he has the conversations with in depth, because they were sitting there just visiting, having their coffee, and it was the people that were grabbing their coffee and going that were appreciative, but weren't necessarily always the people that were getting the leads. I shared this story with a Fremont agent, and she told me that she just walks into Starbucks now and just says, hi, I'm a real estate agent. If you have any questions about the market, please let me know. She doesn't spend a dime. She gets a lead every time she does it. I was like, wow, that's aggressive. And it's working. And it's her personality, right? So you have to determine what your personality is best for you. Somebody said we got the Dairy Queen on here, right? If you like the Dairy Queen, go get the Dairy Queen. So you know how many cones you can get for $100? Whole Foods, Trader Joe's. This is just places that you can go to talk to people. I get that a lot. It's like, oh, it's 5 o'clock at night, I haven't gotten a lead for today, I gotta go home. I'm like, really? Because there's been people all like hibernate after 5 o'clock at night. No. They are at Starbucks. I put Facebook and Twitter on the Be Visible is because a lot of people are still watching to see your success and want to cheer you on, but they also want to see what you're doing. So I know a lot of realtors I've seen on Facebook now that are congratulating clients, right, and posting that with their clients. And that, I think, is a great opportunity to showcase, hey, congratulations to so-and-so and their situation. Or, we're doing an estate sale this weekend and you're cross-promoting your estate sale guy, Jason. And that was funny. And going from there. I actually talked to a lady on the airplane yesterday. I was flying back up from LA yesterday. I mean, you just talk to people. This is a contact sport. Golf course. Anybody here like to golf? This could be part of your, oh no, liar. There's somebody, okay, I was like, all right.
Monroe.
Okay, here's a best lead generation that, if you like to golf, go be a fourth. Go be a fourth. Go pick a couple golf courses where everybody knows you. The golf pro knows you, all the caddies know you, everybody at those golf courses know who you are, what you do, and how well you do it. And then be a fourth. And now you have one-on-one time for 5 hours with people who know people. Right? The average person knows 8 people that are going to buy or sell real estate in a year. When they hear those things, oh, we're thinking about moving, we're thinking about relocating, we're thinking about downsizing. You want them to think of you. So yes, you can golf and call it lead generation. Yay! All right.
It's a write-off.
Real estate affiliates, okay, I have to do my plug for Prospect Mortgage Loan Officers, but I cannot tell, do we have any title reps here? Mm-hmm. All right, yeah, okay. How many realtors call you in a year to ask for leads?
All the time.
They do, good, how many?
Well, that's why I get a couple calls a week.
You get a couple calls a week.
With them to talk about how they can spread their spirit.
No. How many of them call you and ask you personally,
Me personally.
and ask you for referrals?
For referral, at least once a week.
Once a week, somebody calls you and asks you for referrals. Okay. And how many realtors are there that do that?
How many are there?
How many realtors actually call you personally and have you in their database and are?
Well, I hope everyone in this room. But I mean, I'm not sure the question.
Okay. Typically, when I ask title reps that question, they'll say it's about 5.
Well, yeah, I get a few of the same ones, I guess you could.
Right, 2 of the same ones. So, how many realtors does she know?
A ton.
Yeah, thousands, I agree. And she's getting 4 or 5. Because we forget. Because what happens is all of us look at these, oh, they already know a lot of realtors. But how many of them are actually being called? Loan officers. Yes, all of these people, the title reps, the loan officers are, yes, they have tools that can help you grow your business. Absolutely. You need to build a great partnership with title and loan people because they can absolutely help you. And home warranty. Thank you. Thank you. You're right. And by the way, guys, a lot of the title and home warranty people have had more sales training than you have. So learn from them, right? Most real estate agents have very little sales training. So learn. Hey, did you get? If you get an automatic response from a title rep or a home warranty rep that says that they're away in a training class, you need to tackle them when they get back. Say, what'd you learn? I want to learn, right? And find out what, so that they can, and by the way, a great way to learn is to teach. So it's great for them too, they can now teach something that they learned, right? And those are great opportunities, right? All right, other realtors. Who in this room knows Tammy Pryor? Okay, yeah, so a few, all of a sudden, a few more names are right. Tammy Pryor is very, very active in Women's Council of Realtors, and Tammy is also, as a personal friend, you can tell her all that I was talking about her. Tammy is a seminar junkie. She loves them. So she decided to be purposeful about going to the seminars. She goes to NAR, she goes to CAR, she goes to national conventions. She got very active with WCR on the state level, right? And she made up business cards that said her referral fee and what city she covered. She said she gets about a third of her business every year from other realtors.
Wow.
So if you are going to attend national events, be purposeful. We all know that you can usually get at least one transaction. Tammy gets a lot more. Right? And she has a database that's just for realtors. And I always laugh. I said you should have a database of realtors outside of your area and have a database of realtors that you like in your area. All of us know realtors we don't want to do a transaction with. All right, so wouldn't it be cool if you only did real estate transactions with people you liked? How cool would that be? So when you have a new buyer, when you have a new listing, and you shared it with that first group first, and then you shared it with the people that are outside of the area, hey, I've got this new buyer looking, I've got this new listing coming up, just stay top of mind with the realtors. That's why if you enjoy these events and some of these seminars, just be purposeful about it. Get to know these people, get to know people like me that go around all over, right? That go around all over the state and presenting. Managers and team leaders, same thing. I am shocked at how few people reach out to me. And I tell them to reach out to me.